What's going on, RestoMods? Mike, and today we have Frank, and he brought in a modern unicorn. This is his 1987 Buick Grand National. So Frank, you told me a really cool story about this car. We got to tell the RestoMods audience.
Yeah, so this car, my grandfather and my father owned a car dealership back in Connecticut, and they had 186 Buick Grand National that came in, and then in 1987 this one came in, and my uncle bought it from right off the showroom floor. My uncle owned it for a few years, got in some trouble with it, and then it ended up in my dad's hands. And after my dad had it in the garage for years and had his fun with it, then it came to me. I did a bunch of mods to it, and now I'll save it and pass it down to my son. Keep it in the family.
So beautiful car, first off, and if you are lucky enough to receive one of these as a family heirloom, I am extremely, extremely jealous. First thing I gotta say about this car is, like I said, modern unicorn. We were talking about how it's become one of those cars that people flock to when they see them at shows, and we were talking about why that is.
Yeah, I mean, there were only 2 years that were intercooled. They started off in 82, but they weren't intercooled from 82 to 85. And then 86 and 87, they were intercooled, and they were fastest production car in those years. And the Corvette being GM's sports car, it couldn't have a car faster than it, so that's why they had to end these babies.
Dude, this thing is so mean. And you said it only came in black?
You can only get one color, and now it's black.
All right, cool. Let's take a look first at the incredible wheels you have on this thing. You rolled up, and I thought for a second they might be stock, but no.
Yeah, no, 18-inch, they're GNX replicas. Interesting fact about these wheels was my son actually entered a raffle and won me them, so they're his wheels. I just put them on my car, and the package will go to him.
So he's already building his own car. Yeah, he's gonna get it. So yeah, they're yours now until you pass it on, and then the whole thing is his.
I'll just keep them nice till then.
Very cool. So you were talking about some of the upgrades you've done on this thing. You want to walk us through some of the things that we've done?
Cool. Absolutely. So it's lowered. It's lowered 2 inches as of right now. It got, rare sway bars and different shocks. And the main thing was I wanted to start from the inside out and make it fast, and then I'll make it pretty.
Well, let's take a walk around this thing and just kind of take it all in. So one of my favorite parts about the Grand National is that logo.
Yeah.
I think it's super classic. It's very 80s, it's great colors.
Turbo 6.
Turbo 6. And then you were talking about one of the unique aspects of this car is it's got a sunroof.
It's called the CF5 car. So they didn't know how many they were produced in 87.
Okay.
But they were thinking somewhere around 800, and now you hear numbers somewhere in the maybe under 500 that actually came with the sunroof. So we don't know, it's one of those things, but now there's definitely less than that on the road.
That's a big dollar addition though, right there, because there's not many with it.
Exactly.
Cool,
you
man.
see with the T-type, or the T-tops, and then some are the hard top, but that's my favorite.
I personally love the whole lines of this car. Extremely long hood, and then once you come back here, you have a full table on the back of your car. It's insane. The details on this thing, the front end is one of the most unique in muscle cars, in my opinion, and the rear end of this thing is just mean. Bone stock.
That's it.
Straight mean.
It's the way it came.
Cool. Are we ready to take a look on the inside?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you were talking about it's a little blast from the past when you take a step inside of this thing.
There's a 300-pound door.
Let's check these details out, man. Wow.
Yeah, I'm basically the only thing it's aftermarket is going to be the gauge pillar. I have my Alki control, and then just some little lights that will let me know that everything's working right. I got my boost gauge, and then air to fuel ratio, and then my Scan Master G, so it'll tell me all my data.
You mind if I take a seat in there?
Go ahead, please.
Let me check this out. I love these seats, man. The cloth on it they're in really, really good shape too.
Yeah.
The whole interior looks like it's really, really good shape.
It just rolled 80,000 miles.
Wow, are you serious?
Yeah.
Damn.
Original.
Oh, this is comfy, dude. This is comfy. It's definitely serious in here. I like it a lot. Dude, it's so unique. It's so like old school. It's very 80s.
Yeah.
I love it. My grandma had an old Oldsmobile.
Smelled the same?
And it was, I swear to God, dude, it smelled exactly the same. I think it's the cloth seats or something, dude. That is amazing. It's exactly how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Very cool. It seems like a nice place to sit and rip this thing.
That's it.
So let's take a look under the hood and
Yeah.
see some of those components we were just talking about.
So I went with a T62 62 ball bearing precision turbo with the 60-pound injectors with the alky injection, ATR 3-inch downpipe and the 3-inch pipes, exhaust with the Race Pro mufflers with the dump. I ran 27 pounds of boost, but I like to keep it right at 25, you know, just to preserve it. But
right.
next mod will be E85 and
Cool.
hopefully crank her to 30 pounds.
All right. You were mentioning the horsepower from this thing from the factory.
Factory, they rate them at 245 and 360 foot-pounds of torque.
And that was the fastest car.
Fastest production car in 86 and
Okay.
87,
All right.
but they said those numbers are a lie.
Okay.
I mean, for probably insurance reasons or whatnot back then. With the combo that I have on this now, guys were rating them. They were getting anywhere from, you know, high fours to the wheels and horsepower, but the big thing about them is they were like almost 600 foot-pounds of torque.
Damn.
And this one was 608 foot-pounds, so.
608?
Yeah.
Wow. And it's still the same 6-cylinder
6-cylinder.
block. You just increase the turbos on this thing
Yeah.
and wow.
Yeah. Valve springs, injectors.
600
8
foot-pounds of
yeah.
torque.
I have a 6-cylinder. She launches pretty hard.
I bet. I think I have to hear the thing. Let's set this thing up. I gotta say also, this is the first 6-cylinder we've ever had in here. And it's also, it might be one of the fastest cars we've also had in here, which is a unique combination, man. Frank, thank you so much for bringing this thing in. Really appreciate it, and your son is very lucky to be in line to take over this thing.
Yeah, thanks, man. Anytime.
If you guys out there enjoyed this video, give us a like, subscribe to our pages, and get your chance to win a classic Restomod. Head over to restomods.com, pick up one of these shirts or anything in our store to get your entries to win our 1969 Camaro or $50,000 in cash. Good luck.